everyone, so in a special video of the Moonfire Faire, which is the current event going on in Final Fantasy XIV Online. The event runs from August 7th, so it just started today, and ends on August 26th, so you have some time to get this done. And it starts in Limsa Lominsa, which is where I currently am, in the upper decks. And so you can see there's the decorations as per usual, and over there is where the quest starts, and you'll see there's a bunch of people jumping around. Or hanging around too. Anyway, so we need to start with talking to Mayaru Moyaru. Mayaru Moyaru wishes to regale you with the stories of all the wonders that await you at the Moonfire Faire. Greetings, adventurer! Looking for a way to beat the heat? Well, you're in luck. The annual observance of the Moonfire Faire is going on even as we speak. Once upon a time, well, just a couple of years ago, in fact, the Moonfire Faire was a time when adventurers would band together to banish the threat of firesome fury creatures called bombards. Now, the bombards are long since gone, at least we hope they are, but the tradition continues as a way to celebrate the daring exploits of adventurers the realm over, and through this recruit some fresh blood for the realm's adventurers guilds in the process. A worthy cause, I'm sure you'll agree. But enough with the chitter-chatter. I'm sure you're eager to join the celebrations yourself, yes? Then you need only make your way to the Isle of Endless Summer at Costa del Sol, and speak with our grand chaperone, Yarmega. I promise he'll be overjoyed to see you. And the fair crier also kind of gives a little history of the fair. As you can see, perhaps you're wondering what all these decorations are for, why it's the Moonfire Faire, of course. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help. And what is the Moonfire Faire, you ask? Several years ago, the Adventurers Guild formed the Cascaders to combat an invasion of rampaging bombards. The Moonfire Faire was first held to attract new members to the cause. It proved so popular that it has been held annually ever since. Whether the bombards appear or not, it helps spread word of the guild's activities and generate interest among potential new recruits. In charge of the proceedings is the Grand Chaperone Harmaga. He has decided to have members of the Adventurers Guild demonstrate their courage and physical prowess to fairgoers through a series of challenges in Costa del Sol. The event is being held as we speak, courtesy of the ever-generous Master Gegaruju. Your participation would be most appreciated. And on a side note, so in order to start this quest, you need to be level 30, and also while this is not required, it does help with some of the event activities, we'll explain later on. So things that you're going to want is a level 11 Culinarian, approximately level 18 Range Botanist, a level 12 Miner, a level 1 Fisher, and a level 1 Alchemist. And I'll go through why in a bit. And otherwise, you just need to spend some gil. And so, as if you're familiar with this event before, it's in the same area over there. Unfortunately, I never did this event last year, or the year previous, but that's because I didn't actually play this game then. But I didn't do this event with this character last year, so I will have different dialogue and it'll be as if I was new. The dialogue is slightly different if you happen to have participated in the previous year, or possibly the previous 2 years ago too. As you can see, well, before I get sidetracked and it happens to be day again, we'll take a nice gander at the fireworks and try to not have people in it. So that's the fireworks, and they only go off at night, so you want to check out that. Hopefully it'll be daytime sometime soon. So, talking to Harmaga, or whatever his name is. We'll call him Harmaga. If that's not it, well, whoops. Well, what have we here? We've only just met, but that sparkle in your eye tells me everything. you've come to take part in the festivities and make this year's fair the most rousing incarnation of the event our realm has ever seen. Am I right? Of course I am! First, allow me to introduce the highlight of the event, the time-honored test of agility and acrobat aptitude known as the Yorzian Nimble Warrior Course. Master Gikaruju has spared no effort in providing the ultimate challenge for high-flying adventurers. Will they navigate these perilous paths with grace and poise, or suffer humiliating fall? My lovely ladies can't wait to see. Or so I overheard him saying. But there's more to an adventurer's skill set than performing death-defying feats. That's why we're offering 2 other events, the Iron Culinarian Challenge and the Angling Extravaganza, for those looking to celebrate the season in a more relaxed and reflective manner. Emerge triumphant in any of these events, and you'll be rewarded for your efforts with a fair voucher. Collect enough vouchers and you'll be able to exchange them for any of a host of spectacular seasonal rewards. There's also, just one little thing I was hoping to ask of you. There's this adventurer, see, who just signed up at the guild, and we can't help but feel he's in need of some, veteran guidance and direction. We figured you'd be perfect for the job. If it's not too much trouble, of course. No trouble at all. Wonderful! I can't thank you enough. Whenever you're ready, just say the word and we'll send for him straight away. So, naturally I'm going to talk to him again, if I can click on him instead of players. Thank you ever so much, friend. I'm sure you'll be a wonderful influence on the lad. Give me just one moment. I'll summon him here. Could it truly be? Oh, but it is. Yes, I know you. You're that adventurer that everyone at the guild told me about. It's truly an honor and pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Tia, and I'm an adventurer too. As of the other day, at least. I am still quite new to this, you see. Nevertheless, I simply had to meet you in the flesh. Hi, Miss Adventurer. I'm Ramja, and I'm, not an adventurer. I just came to play with my big brother. Will you play with me too? Sure, kid. So, Tia here just signed up at the Adventurers Guild just last week. Typically, he'd be out honing the skills in hopes of becoming a full-fledged adventurer, but today he's come home to visit his dear little sister for the Moonfire Faire season. That's nice of him, I suppose. There's no hope about it, my good man. Let me assure you, I am fully fledged, and then some. Why, just the other day I slew 10 fearsome ladybugs in one fell swoop. Guildmaster Jan of Gridania even told me I had a great potential. Wow, fool, you really are the bestest adventurer in the whole world. Haha, would you expect anything less from your big brother? Okay, Maja, it's time to take out your hello stone. Your what? Hello, can you hear me, Fuel? Go give those nasty monsters a good beating for me and try not to get yourself hurt, okay? Hello, worry not, little girl. Fuel the Fearless will see that these horrible fiends bother the good people of this town no more. I understand that you're probably thrilled to have your very own Link Pearl, but you really should have saved that sort of thing for, more essential situations. I mean, it's sweet that you get along and all, but... Anyhow, while there might not be any monsters around here as such, I dare say that your sister had some good advice for you. Seeing as how you're still new to this adventuring business, you really should take care of yourself. After all, it's like they say, overconfidence can lead to, all sorts of not-so-good things. Overconfidence? Perish the thought! I have precisely the right measure of confidence to match my rapidly burgeoning skill abilities. Abilities that I intend to put on full display for Celebrian here. And with that, I stake my claim. Celebrian, I hereby challenge you to battle. What? Not a duel to the death or anything so painful, of course. Our battlefield shall be these very fairgrounds. The first to earn 4 fair vouchers will be the victor, and to the victor will go the honor and the spoils. Oh dear, let it never be said that you lack a sense for the dramatic. Well, what do you say, Celebrin? If you'll be participating in the festivities anyway, would you be so kind as to accept the lad's challenge? Huh? Aha! I knew you wouldn't back down, but be forewarned, my friend, you do well not to underestimate your opponent today. And with that, let the games begin. And off he goes. Wait for me, Fuel! Oh dear. Say what you wish about the boy, he certainly doesn't want for enthusiasm, does he? So, anyway, if you're looking to get started, I'd be more than happy to explain the rules for this year's festivities. Just come and speak with me whenever you're ready. And so, talking to him again. Collecting a veritable hoard of fair vouchers, I take it. If you'd like to learn more about the festivities, my colleague Ethelia would be happy to enlighten you. There we go. I guess the lag kind of made that slow. Anyway, your Maga would explain the rules and the regulations of the contest in which you are about to engage. This quest is available for a limited time only, as per usual for the events. So this is the gear that we get, and it looks really weird because of what I currently have equipped, but yeah. And the boots, which actually could kind of fit with the Ironworks gear. And we also have a head thing, whatever you want to call it. What's it called? Hachimaka? Let's try that again without butchering it. A Moonfire Hachimaki. I'd probably anglicize that even though. A White Moonfire Happy, and a Moonfire Tabby. Anyway, there's other stuff to get with this event as well, and I will go through that in a bit. Thank you, friend. Your presence will go a long way in teaching the lad that there is more to being an adventurer than gallivanting about making bold and baseless proclamations. Now, without any further ado, allow me to explain the ground rules. The name of the game here at the Moonfire Faire is collecting fair vouchers. These can be acquired through displays of your adventuring prowess, and subsequently redeemed for a host of enticing rewards. You can receive a whopping 4 vouchers for successfully demonstrating your high-flying acrobatic aptitude in the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course. To participate, simply speak to the course registrar standing over by the shore. If you're the type who'd rather keep your feet on the ground, you can also receive a single voucher each time you complete the Iron Culinarian Challenge or the Angling Extravaganza. You can take part in these by speaking to my colleagues Hidalina or Shangango, respectively. I totally butchered that name. Should you have any other pressing questions about the festivities, Ethelia and her fellow fair attendants would be happy to tell you more. Now go out there and show us all, particularly a certain Malapart Mikote, what you've got. I reckon 4 vouchers should be enough to put him in his place. Acquire them in whatever manner you prefer, then bring them back to me. So I'm going to do the jumping one because just yeah. And there we go. If we load this over here, so the key thing with this one, this is for the fishing. So we need to be a fisher to be able to get the quest. We need to be a level 5 fisher, apparently. So that's a mistake on my part. My fisher for my main character, which I did the event first of all, was much higher than that already. So, and for this we need to be well, we need to be level 30 to get the quest, but to turn it in we need to be a culinarian to turn it in. So we'll deal with that some later, but first we're going to do the jumping bit. So we'll continue on with the quest line first, and then go from there. So I guess I have to do some fishing first. So, the course registrar here. The course chaperone would invite you to prove your skills in the timeless test of acrobatic aptitude. Welcome, friend. I trust you're here to try your hand, or would that be your feet, at the Yorzian Nimble Warrior course. Yes? Wonderful. My colleague here will get you signed up straight away. College? Welcome, my friend, and many thanks for joining us at this year's festivities. I trust you're ready to amaze onlookers with your characteristic brand of athletic daring-do. Very well then, without further ado, allow me to explain the rules of the challenge in full. Pay close attention now. You never know what small morsel of knowledge may prove the difference between a glorious victory and a humiliating defeat. First, just hop atop the jet of water and let it propel you with a splash to the start of the course. From there, you'll have to navigate a sequence of precarious platforms and narrow ledges to make your way to the central checkpoint. 2 hints for you. Move cautiously and try not to look down. When you reach the checkpoint, the first thing you'll want to do is speak with the chaperone stationed there. It's her job to confirm that all competitors have completed the full course fair and square, you see. From there, it's straight shot to the goal, where my colleague Pobayana awaits. The course may appear imposing, as well as it should. Master Gigaruji's really pulled out the stops this year. But fear not, you can take as much time as you'd like, and in the event that you would take an unfortunate and premature tumble, you can simply swim your way back to the starting point, and try again. Are you ready? Then have at it! My colleagues and I will be cheering you on from down below. And so, going straight to it. I'm actually going to turn off... Actually, no, not. I don't need to. So as you can see, we need to head over here. This part is fairly easy, and if you've done the Leap of Faith in the Gold Saucer, this is like a cakewalk, basically. Now, you could jump there and go back there, or run along here. That's usually just as fast to go like that. There. You see some people going that way, but I prefer to do this one because I'm good at the angles and I say that, but then I almost fall. And then ta-da. Checkpoint chaperone. If we can actually click on him, there we go. Congratulations, you've made it to the halfway point, and as challenging as this course is, I dare say that that's an accomplishment in itself. So pat yourself on the back and feel free to take a breather before you venture on. My colleague Pablo Yano is waiting at the finish line. Can you make your way there and claim your reward? Guess we'll see, won't we? And we hop down. Or fall down, as it were. And then we get the great joy of trying to jump through all the many, many people. And at this point, if you have problems with jumping, I usually turn this off because it makes it a lot easier to see everything without the extra text. At least that's what I find. There's also less distractions of the UI user interface and whatnot. And when you get to this point, I think if you're Lalafell, you can't make this jump. But if you're any other of the races in the game, you don't have to make that final jump to there. You can just hop up right there. And with that, we have made it to here. You didn't, just as I thought you would. Don't ask me why, but I had a good feeling about you right from the start. You'd better believe that at least one person who saw you conquer the course today will be strolling into the nearest Adventurers Guild tomorrow to sign themselves up. As I ran at his breath. I trust you have places to go and people to see, but should you ever wish to show off your skills again for all to see, the Yorzian Nimble Warrior course won't be going anywhere. At least not until the end of the fair. You're welcome to rise to the challenge as many times as you like. Simply talk to the chaperone at the starting line if you so desire. And so with that we get fair vouchers, currency minted and distributed by the Adventurers Guild for use during the Moonfire Faire. You cannot give it anywhere else, much like any other currency in the events. So over here we actually have a new area that we didn't have last year. There's a little slide that takes you down here, there's some tables over there, and some bombards, stuffies, I guess, over there. And then there's stuff up here that I haven't been able to see close up because you need to go over here. And if you see, there's people jumping And the idea is to get, if I can turn my camera the correct direction, there we go, is, as you can see, they're hopping up there, so you need to go around, up to there, and all the way to the tippy top. And you can see someone's waving up there. Let's turn around so we can actually see it. There we go. And there's someone up there. Haha. I kind of tried it earlier with my main character, but I wasn't going to try it too hard because I wanted to start recording this. But anyway, we're just going to take this slide down because it's fun. Whee! It's also a much better view for the fireworks that are over there. And we'll look at the bombards that are over here, and you can see the tables now. The bombards here, they look kind of cute. Anyway. And no, you can't climb this up, you just go straight through it. So we're gonna, well, we'll swim our way back all the way to the same central area. Over here. Because that's where we need to go to continue the quest. Or we could repeat this a gazillion times. And of course, because there's a gazillion people, we need to wait so we can actually see the NPC. You're a mugga. Oh ho, back so soon. Let me guess. You've already acquired 4 vouchers for yourself. Yep. One, 2, 3, and 4. And all without even breaking a sweat. Your fuel Tia has yet to return. So I do believe I can officially declare you the winner of this competition. Woohoo! Not that there was any doubt. Not that the outcome was ever in much doubt, of course. Anyhow, your decisive triumph should go a long way towards giving your fuel Tia some much-needed perspective. Speaking of which, did you happen to see the lad out there? To tell the truth, I worry for the boy. When he first came to us a few years back, all starry-eyed and gushing about how he was going to be a great adventurer, I was happy for him. After all, what is the Moonfire Faire for if not to encourage spirited young lads like him to join the ranks of those fighting for our realm? What's more, word has it that the lad lost his family. That's one of the reasons he's so determined to follow this path, so he might protect his dear sister in his departed father's stead. That's why I'm all the more worried that he's in over his head. Mind you, we all know how it feels to get a touch over-eager at our first taste of success, but this lad is taking this to an entirely unhealthy extreme. If he doesn't watch out, he's going to get himself killed out there. That's why I had the idea to recruit you for this little competition. Just maybe I thought a small taste of failure at the hands of one of his more accomplished peers would teach him, gently mind you, that there was still so much for him to learn. Speaking of which, could I bother you to look around and check in on the boy? Just to ensure that he hasn't gotten himself into any trouble, that is. I'd go myself, but it'd be causing trouble myself if I abandoned my post in the middle of the festivities. Last I heard, our fuel Tia had a mind to take on the Yorzian Nimble Warrior course and win himself 4 vouchers in one fell swoop. Perhaps you could find him or his little sister over by the shore. So we need to head over here. And we'll find his little sister, as it were. Once she actually loads. There she is. Ramja. Or Raja. Whatever. A name I can't say. Well, hello, Sliverian. Are you looking for fuel? I don't really know. I don't know how many slips of paper he has, but I do know that he's trying really hard. I just saw him over there by the spraying water, talking to that man in the colorful clothes. Maybe he can tell you more about how fuel is doing. I know. Why don't we go talk to him together? Sure. Off we go. And heading over here. Ramja. I bet this man can tell us how Fuel is doing. Beautiful. Beautiful? Sure. Beautiful. French. And a very happy Moonfire Faire to you, little girl. I trust that you're enjoying the festivities. Hello, mister. Do you know where my brother went? His name is Rafael Tia, and he's a great adventurer. What? Can't say the name rings any... Ah! You must be talking about the cocksure McTote lad who just dropped by a short while ago. Why, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that's him right over there. Yes, he's just about to take on the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course. This is most exciting, don't you think? Ah, I have an idea. Why don't I give you a play-by-play of your brother's daring attempt of the course, at the course? That way you can experience every death-defying leap as if you were right there with him. Alright, here goes nothing. Here we have our brave young challenger, Rafael Tia. Look at the fire burning in his eyes as he readies himself for the challenge before him. Yes, the boy lacks not for confidence or determination, but will that be enough to carry him to victory today? And he's off running. There's really no need to run into the water jet, but hey, whatever floats the lad's boat. He approaches the water end. There he goes. Look at him shoot up high, high into the sky. He flies through the air and... Yes, he's landed with a remarkable balance and poise given his relative youth and inexperience. He stands safely on the starting platform with the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course looming before him. Yes, now the true challenge begins. Yay! The boy takes a few measured steps. He looks forward to the platform in front of him, and with a confident nod, he leaps and... Let's be good, he's lost his balance on the landing. Has the Makoti lad's brave challenge come to a sudden shocking end? Ah. But no, he's still up there. Yes, he's hanging on for dear life. What strength, what remarkable resilience. Ha! A slight miscalculation on the angle, nothing more. I'll just pull myself right up and... Ah. Ah, the ignominy, the agony of defeat. Rafael Tia's challenge is over, but not for the lack of effort. Give the boy a round of applause. Fuel, are you okay? Slytherin, we have to help Fuel. I think a crow should go flying past and go, Baka. And I have to wait for him to load again. As we see a shadow of people jumping. There we go. Ramja. Fuel, are you okay? Speak to me, Fuel. Fuel's Tia. And we are aiding him. I thank you, friend. I'm not sure what happened up there. One moment the platform was underneath my feet, and the next it wasn't. But Slytherin, why are you here? We are in the midst of a heated contest, after all. You should be out there collecting vouchers, not showing sympathy for your rival. Oh, Fuel, are you hurt? You should rest for a bit. Here, come with me. Rest? But I suppose you're right. The contest can wait. After all, I don't expect Slytherin here has more than a voucher or two at this point. Speaking of which, why don't you come along? These fair games take quite a bit out of me. Quite a bit out of you. I imagine you're as exhausted as I am. Yes, I do believe there should be a suitable place to rest just over thereabouts. And so we need to go over here. Past the colorful birdie. Dragon it is. Not sure where you get that mount. I keep forgetting to look it up. It's very pretty. I'm guessing somewhere in the Shadowbringers expansion area part stuff thing. Anyway, Ramja. Fuel had a short nap and now he's ready to go. Fuel Tia. Ah, yes, I do believe all I needed was a little rest. Yes, just watch me. Now that I know precisely how that course works, I'm going to tear through it in record time. You'd best hurry back out there yourself, lest I get the jump on you in our little competition. Speaking of which, Celebrian, have you managed to get your first voucher yet? They certainly don't make it easy. Actually I have 4, or what do you think? Actually I have 4. That's a good one, friend. As if any adventurer could acquire 4 whole vouchers in such a short, you aren't serious, are you? I sure am serious. But that's impossible! Inconceivable! How could anyone acquire 4 vouchers so fast? Wow, Celebrian, you're really something, isn't she, Fuel? This can't be. I realize that I'm still new to this adventuring business, but never did I think there would be such a pronounced and, quite frankly, somewhat embarrassing difference in skill between the two of us. But there is no arguing with the evidence before me. I'm simply in awe of your prowess, friend. You're a role model to me and anyone who has ever aspired to be an adventurer. Why, to think I was so foolish as to think I could compete with an honest-to-God's hero in earnest. Just thinking of it, I want to slap the brash and brazen boy in the face with a large harbor herring. But just you watch, Celebrian. I'm going to train harder than ever before and hone my skills over time, just the way you did. One day, when I truly have the talent to back up my words, will you accept my challenge once more? Yep. Thank you, friend. You've given me all the inspiration I need today. Yes, it's high time I embarked on my next adventure. Why, I do believe I'll join my companions in the investigating those curious rumors surrounding Tom Tara Deepcroft. Please don't. Not there. Huh? What's this? Marja? Hello? Hello? Phew? Yes, it's me, Marja. Whatever is the matter? You gave your big brother a fright just running off like that. She walked off. I'll be a good girl and stay out of trouble, so just promise me you'll take me to the fair again next year, okay? And promise you take care of yourself and not go anywhere too dangerous. I know you're a great adventurer, but please, I just want you to be safe. Marja. I promise, Marja. Your brother has learned an important lesson today. I'm going to follow in the footsteps of Celebrian here and become an adventurer that you can truly be proud of. I'm already proud of you, Fuel. Hey, Celebrian, do you have any advice for my brother? He really looks up to you, you know. Sure do, kid. So we have the options of take one step at a time or don't run headlong into a horde of monsters. Well, let's not scare the little girl and we'll go with take one step at a time. I see, I see. Start small and gradually gain confidence and experience through small victories. Try to do too much too soon and you'll end up dangling by a thread from a certain demise. Like I was just before. Thank you ever so much, my friend. Why, I've learned so much from you today that I feel like I've already grown leaps and bounds. I can't wait to put my newfound knowledge to use in my adventures. And with that, I do believe that Marja and I should be off. Pray give my regards to Master Hirmaga and assure him that I have taken today's lesson to heart. Farewell, my friend. It has been an honor and a pleasure to do battle with you. Until the day we meet again, may you have the best of fortune in your adventures. Bye-bye, Celebrian. See you again someday. And with that, we just need to turn in the quest, which is back over here, talking to Hirmaga. And either everybody disappeared or they're not loaded. And we're going with they're not loaded. Hirmaga. Welcome back, friend. Did you manage to find Refuel Tia? He hasn't gotten himself hurt, has he? You don't say. Well, it sounds as if he's learned his lesson. And given how much the lad looks up to you, I reckon it's a lesson he'll not soon forget. Be proud, friend. Adventurers like you are an inspiration to one and all. Not just the boy, but everyone who's seen your exploits here at the fair today. Ah, but before I forget, we had a special gift prepared for you to thank you for going above and beyond the call of duty. Here you go. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. And with that, I should return to my duties. I leave you to enjoy the festivities. Remember, you are free to take on the challenges and showcase your skill as often as you like. And so we get the Moonfire Hachimaki, the Moonfire Happy, and the Moonfire Tabby. And I know I butchered those names, I apologize. And of course, we get the achievement of Vouched For. And so I will try on the gear in a little bit. But as you can see, this is all the things that you can get from the festival. Some of these, such as this stuff, can be obtained in other events as well. I think these as well, but anyway, so these were the new things in this event. And you can adjust it either to sit on your head like that, or actually in front of your face. Likewise with the other ones, you actually click. So, like that. And we also have a Namizu one, which would go like that. We also have the Moonfire Faire advertisement, the portable pool, and the wind chime stand, which are all housing items. So this is a wall mount, outdoor furnishing, and also an outdoor furnishing, which unfortunately I can't show you because I currently own my own house. Saving up money for that. Anyway. So then there's also these. I have some of them in various places. So in order to get at least one of everything, you need a total of 23 vouchers, and that doesn't include the 4 that you obtained originally because the 4 you had to turn in, basically. So you need 23, and there's also different colored happies. So there's a red one, and also a black one. And we have the white one currently. So besides that, we also have Hidalana here for the Culinarian quest. So we're gonna do this one. Hidalana is looking for a few good culinarians. Greetings, my gourmet-inclined friend. Since you've stepped up to speak to me, I presume that you're looking to take part in the one and only Iron Culinary Challenge. Oh, happy day! Don't fret if this is your first time, for the rules of the challenge are simple enough. First, I will prescribe for you a particular dish. Next, you'll procure the necessary ingredients and get cooking. Finally, you'll bring your creation back to me for inspection. If your culinary creation is up to snuff, you'll win yourself a fair voucher for your efforts. And now, without further ado, the dish you'll be preparing for us is battered fish. Never saw that one coming, did you? It's a simple yet tasty treat that really is all the rage among fairgoers at this time of year. Crispy on the outside, lightly flaky on the inside. If you've never had it yourself, you really owe it to yourself to give it a try. If you're in the need of fresh haddock, the friendly fisherman just over yonder would be happy to part with one of those catches. For the right price, of course. Now go forth, friend, and fashion a culinary creation that will win the hearts of all who partake in it. So that is, and of course I can turn it already in because I went ahead and got some of this stuff. I bought the haddock, which is available, and I will mention that in a little bit. But over here, the Moonfire Faire vendor sells elegant snails, tree toad, laminsa, anchovy, blah 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 blah, and the haddock is right here. And also sells any bait that you might need. So the haddock is only available this time, well, it used to only be available around this time of year, either by being caught or by buying it from this vendor here. But also, it is now permanently, from what I've seen on the Eorzean database, is also available in Limsa Laminsa in the upper decks by this vendor over here. And it costs the same as it does with this vendor here. And that's actually, and the Limsa Laminsa location is actually where I bought my fish. Before I get into that, I'll go through the Culinarian one. So the battered fish that you need to make battered fish is you need the haddock, potato, olive oil, and table salt. So the haddock you need, I guess, the level 5 fisher, because you need the level 5 fisher to actually get the quest to catch it, or as I said, buy it. The potato, you need the botanist, obviously. The olive oil is crafted by these, so you also need the botanist for that. And then the table salt, if you don't have any, you need rock salt, which means you need the miner, and then distilled water, you need an alchemist. And so my fisher is now level 5. That took like a whole 2 fish to catch, because it was an undiscovered location, and also I caught a fish. And I was like, wait a second, why is it red? There we go, so talking to Janango. Hook, line, and sinker. Janago welcomes any adventurer looking to take part in a contest of angling aptitude. Welcome, fellow adventurer. As you surely see, it's the season of the year again, and the Moonfire Faire is in full swing. I trust that you'll enjoy the festivities. If you're just dying for the opportunity to flaunt your fishing skills for all the realm to see, then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Janago's Angling Extravaganza. The rules are simple. I name a fish and tell you the quantity of said fish I require, and you go out and do the fishing. Then you bring your haul back to me for fame, fortune, and fabulous prizes. In the form of fair vouchers, that is. Got it? Without further ado, your assignment is thus. Catch me 3 specimens of only the freshest haddock. Have you ever had haddock, friend? It really is quite the treat, especially battered to a golden brown. Haddock. And with that, I say go forth, my friend. Go forth with fishing rod in hand and lay claim to the bounties of the sea. I shall be waiting for you with bells on and with an ample amount of vouchers to reward you for your efforts. But before we do that, I'm going to turn in the culinarian one. So apparently you don't need to be a culinarian to turn it in, but you do need to be a culinarian to make it. Take a whiff of that simple scrumptious aroma. I can only assume that you have what I think you have. And if your culinarian happens to be level 30, well then you don't have a problem. Mine isn't. Deep fried and accompanied by a generous portion of thick-cut potatoes, most delicious when sprinkled with a dash of malt vinegar. Buttered fish. Or battered fish, not buttered fish. Ay. Anyway, turning that in. Why, just look at it. Freshly caught haddock, battered and fried to a deep golden brown. Why, if I hadn't known already wolfed down 10 pieces just today, I doubt I could keep myself from devouring it on spot. But I jest. You may rest assured that your most mouth-watering creation will find a good home in the tummy of one of our fellow festival-goers. Take this fair voucher as your reward and take pride in a job well done. Farewell, and should you ever be so inclined as to show off your skills with a skillet once more, you know where to find me. And so we have all the fish that we need. Lock and Janango to turn in the fresh haddock, as I completely skipped through the dialogue there. Do I smell what I think I smell? Why, my mouth is already watering at the prospect. If you have the haddock, pray hand it over with all speed. Fresh haddock. Haddock so fresh it's accusatory stale. Blah. Haddock so fresh its accusatory stare compels you to toss it back to the sea, that I may live a long and fruitful life. Not today, little haddock. Would you look at this? Why, this haddock is so fresh it feels like it could jump out of my hands and flop its way all the way back to the sea. Not that I'd let that happen, of course. Your catch is going straight to the hands of skilled culinarian, who will make a tasty feast of battered fish for the fairgoers. At any rate, you've proven yourself worthy and then some, and this voucher is your reward. Take it with my blessing. We'll be here until the fair finishes up, so if you're looking to show off your skills again, you're welcome at any time. Until then, fare thee well. So, now all that's left to do is to try on this stuff. Looks kind of goofy with what I currently have for pants and gloves, but I'll just shimmy over here. I'm going to see the back side of it as well. But there we go. Oh, and I guess I didn't put the, this one on. Let's do that. Ta-da. There we go. And that's the outfit there, at least the base one that you get. And any of the other ones are obviously what you gain from whatever you decide to do with the event. So, that said, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching!